Oh, what a setback for Poland, but the rules are clear. That means that Poland, like New Zealand, is out of the running for the title, as both teams will have another chance to prove themselves in the small final for third place. In the meantime, the finals are set. New Zealand will face Poland in the small final, and a duel that promises to be very exciting. And the grand finale will be a showdown between Australia and Sweden.
Surprised. I think some of the young athletes could be surprising some of the veterans.
In the past, it's probably been Australia, but you know, they're all pretty tough to beat. So yeah, I'm sure they'll all be pretty hard to beat on the night.
New Zealand's team sort of dropped off from the last couple of years. They're in a real rebuilding stage, and but yeah, America, Canada, you know, them guys are going pretty hard. And
a bit of a younger team this year, so hopefully we can put our best foot forward and yeah, come away with a win.
I think it's great to see the young athletes coming up to the World Championship, because the sport is growing and all the athletes are getting better and better.
It's getting harder and harder to beat them, but that's also great for the sport too. It pushes us harder, so it makes us improve as well. Our goal's always to win. Yeah, just hopefully we can get the job done.
Okay, folks, here is that small final we talked about. This is the battle for third place and the bronze medal position on that podium. New Zealand up against Poland.
2, 1, go!
Again, both teams starting really well in that stock saw. Nikolai Grunwald doing a great job. Chris Lord over there doing it for New Zealand, sending it over to the underhand chop. Now we have a couple of big boys. Marcin Dubitsky up against Jack Jordan. Both of them transitioning to the second side at the same time. Hit for hit, they're dead even with each other. Dubitsky starts to pick up the pace, but it is Jack Jordan through first, sending it over to Quinton Fawcett. And now Christian Kosmarek has a chance to catch up to the young New Zealander. Will he be able to do it? Quinton Fawcett has a nice lead in this one though, and it's going to be a question of now oh boy, Christian Kosmarek has done a great job to give it to Szymon Grunwald, and will it be Grunwald moving over to that second side against Cleveland Cherry? Well in advance, a huge block falls off for Grunwald, and Poland is third place. And if everything stands to be fair and we've got a good transition game for Poland, they are going to be on the podium, and that means 2 European teams on the podium today, no matter what.
Team Poland!
Wow. What a heat. A great celebration among the Poles as they have done fantastic today.
And they will be going up against the champions from 2014 through to 2017, Team Australia.
We are getting to witness Australian cutting. We are witnessing not the greatest wood chopping that has ever happened.
They will go up against the machines from Australia.
It's ridiculous. That is not far off the world record. Whoa, good. They've broken the world record, and they are repeat world champions. It is all to be decided right now.
Yeah, you might say European world champion at the World Championships, but yeah, if I've got anything to do with it, it won't happen. You know, I want to be there and at the top every year.
Yeah, Australia's probably had a bit of record the last few years.
Whoa, very good! Excellence managed to bring them home. No way! Unbelievable! Another world record!
Obviously, USA, Canada, and all these European countries are right up there now too.
Yeah, like it's nice to break world records, but we're there to get the gold medal. You know, if we break the world record along the way, that's good. But our main goal is to win the gold medal, and if that comes along the way, well, yeah, we'll celebrate that as well. It's been done a few times. To do it again would mean everything, you know, like I've put a lot into this sport. But I see ourselves, Australia and USA in the final, yeah.
Whew. I'm sweating. This heat, unbelievable. Australia, 9-time champions, 5 times in a row. Can they do it 6 in a row here today? Or will Sweden take them out? Let's find out. Stock saw is underway. There we see Lawrence O'Toole up against Ponteschia. Both of them been solid all day long. Ponteschia a little bit faster, heading it over to Ferry Swan now, and Braden Meyer on the underhand chop. Ferry Swan trying to keep pace with Braden Meyer. Braden Meyer onto that second side. Ferry Swan onto his second side, about 4 drivers behind Braden Meyer. Braden Meyer is through. Brad DeLosa, an absolute legend on that single saw, and now Sweden is falling behind. They're in a bit of trouble here as Kalle Svadling is going to try and play catch up on that single saw, but wow, Lawrence O'Toole, Braden Meyer, these guys have all done such a great job to get to Brad DeLosa, and now it's over to Mitch Argent on the standing block chop. Emil Hansen is right there with them, but Mitch Argent on that second side. It looks like it's going to be Australia for the 6th time in a row and their 10th time overall, and they have done it. Wow, unbelievable. This team is not to be beaten, folks. Sweden, what a fantastic run they had today. Unfortunately, it's a silver for them.
And your world champions for 2025, Team Australia!
What a world championship. What a thrilling final. Another well-deserved victory for the Chopperoos. Even the Swedes are applauding. All right, time for the awards ceremony. In a strong 3rd place, Poland. This is the Polish team's 2nd podium finish following 2017. Back then, they were 1 step higher and secured the silver medal. And this is definitely not the last time we'll see the young Polish team on the podium. The Grunwald brothers are only 20 and 22 years old and absolute talents. And there are your runners-up, Sweden. For the first time in its history, the Swedish Timbersports team steps onto the podium. And also on the podium, Tova Njöstad, the first woman on the podium at a STIHL Timbersports World Championship. And our gold medalists once again, the Chopperoos from Australia, a familiar sight. What dominance from the Australians. 10 titles in total, 6 in a row. The last time they were beaten in a team competition was over 8 years ago. Incidentally, the last team to beat the Chopperoos is standing next to them, Poland. And finally, as usual, the champagne shower. Braden Meyer says, nope, I'm going to drink mine. I bid you farewell. We'll see you again next year for STIHL Timbersports.